What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how some narcissistic people like to trigger you on purpose, how it's fun to get a reaction out of you. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. So y'all, this is true when you're dealing with some narcissistic people, that they will set you off on purpose, watch your reaction, and say it's fun. They like setting you off because it gives that narcissistic person, that toxic person, a sense of control. If a narcissist is in a bad mood, they will do whatever it takes to put you in a bad mood, especially if you're in a happy mood, especially if you're celebrating or something like that, and that narcissistic person is in a bad mood. Oh, they're going to make you match their energy. They want you to be on the same emotional wavelength that they are. Like, you don't get to be happy when a narcissistic person is sad. You just don't get to do it. I know it's not fair, but if you're going to be in a relationship with a narcissistic person, that's just the way it is a lot of times. And not all narcissists take pleasure in causing you pain. That's the more sadistic narcissistic people. If you're reacting to something a narcissist does to you and they start to like smile or smirk at you or something like that, they're getting off on watching you go crazy. And sometimes they will absolutely try to clap your cheeks when you're screaming. So welcome back. Like I said in the video, if you couldn't read the text on the screen, it says, my partner does this, and then I call him on it, and he says he says it's fun. He likes watching me, likes watching her go crazy. Sometimes if it's a woman, they like watching him go crazy. Gender is irrelevant in narcissism, y'all. Narcissism knows no gender is a better way to put it. Narcissism knows no gender. Narcissism knows no sexual orientation. All that other good jazz. Anybody can be a narcissist, y'all. It just, like I said, anybody can. So, but some narcissistic people like to trigger you on purpose, y'all. It's fun to control you. It's like literally like a puppeteer. They like to make you dance like a puppet. They want to play with your emotions. They want to play with the way you look, the way you feel, the way you act. They want to play with all of that. They want to do that type of stuff because it sets you off. And once it sets you off, then you look like the bad guy. Again, y'all, I know I do a lot of these videos saying this statement right here because I say this statement all the time because it's so super important. Controlling your reactions is one of your greatest powers that you have in the arsenal against a narcissist. It just is. I know it sounds simple. I know it's not simple. It's not as easy when you have kids, Lee. It's not as easy when it's this. I know it's not easy. I never said it. Hey guys, it's easy as hell to control your reactions, so you should do it. Do it. No, I understand it's hard to control your reactions because I'm one of the people that like triggering. I like getting a reaction from people. I understand how hard it is because they don't just do one trigger. If one trigger doesn't work, they move on to the next. If that one doesn't work, I call it the trigger book. I call it the trigger book. This is not the trigger book. This is Love You More by Carrie McAvoy. But this is how it goes right here. Like, dude, that trigger didn't work. Let me turn to page 65 of the trigger book. Your mom abandoned you. How about that? Not work. Page 147 of the trigger book. Your dad used to beat your ass and you deserved it. You know you deserve that, right? Oh, not triggered? I can't wait to have kids. I can't wait till the baby's born so I can turn them against you. That trigger you? Remember what your pastor did to you? You see right there. That's how it goes. If one doesn't work, the next one works. They're going to try the next one until something works. That's why a lot of times you have to I know I know it's easier said than done, but a lot of times, if a narcissist is in a bad mood, they'll try to put you in a bad mood with them, like opening up that trigger book and going through the triggers to try to set you off. They can, because it's fun. Especially if they're in a bad mood, it's like playing a video game. To the narcissistic person, you are a video game. You know what I mean? You literally are. They come home, like an old Nintendo game, like blow the cartridge out, put it in, push play, pick the controller up and push play. They should try to trigger you on purpose because it is, I'm just telling you, it gives them a high. And when you react, they sit back and they chill. They love it. They love it. That's why I said some narcissistic people love to see you reacting and going crazy. And some of them like to see you in pain. The more sadistic ones like to see you in pain, not just in the bedroom, but like to see you in physical pain, like to see you in mental pain, like to see you, like to punish you, literally. And not in the cheek clapping way, not in the cheek clapping, not just in that arena, because they like to do that too. They'll patter you and do all kinds of, all that other good jazz. But outside of the bedroom, outside in public, they want to see you break down in public and cry and stuff like that and walk away from you. They like to set you off in public, in a public place where it's just you and them, and then you're screaming and crying, and they're walking away, and you look like the aggressor. People go console the man or the woman who's walking away. Look, I can't deal with this right now. You look, right, you're gonna deal with me, right? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Because this is that. I'm just telling y'all. This person right here, she's like, she tries to call him on. It's like, stop trying to trigger me. Stop trying to set me off. He's like, well, it's fun to watch you dance. It's fun to push your buttons, because narcissistic people have trouble. We have trouble controlling our own emotions. We just do, y'all. Emotional regulation with narcissistic people is a tough thing to do. It's absolutely a tough task. Like, we have trouble doing it. We have trouble controlling our emotions. We have trouble regulating our emotional state. We have trouble doing all of that good stuff right there. So what we do is try to control yours. Absolutely. Absolutely. We try to control yours. If we're having a bad day, guess what? We want you to have a bad day too. And like I said, again, the relationship dynamic is unimportant, because this could be your friend. This could be your BFF. This could be your college roommate. This could be your brother or sister. This could be your mom or dad. It doesn't just have to be your boyfriend or girlfriend. This could be your parent doing this to you. Like, your dad had a bad day at work, comes home and takes it out on the kids. Your mom had a terrible day at work, comes home and takes it out on the kids. They just do. I'm just telling you, they do this stuff. They want to trigger you on purpose, set you off, because now you're not a good child. You're not. They look at you like you're not a good child. They look at you like you're, like, but most narcissistic parents think they own you anyway. Like, you are their property. You belong to them. You understand that, correct? That's how it goes right there. But if you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people, like, this is kind of the way of the world, y'all. I just tell this to people all the time. Like, this is one of your greatest weapons. You have to get control of your reactions. I know people going to in the comment section. I already know what you're going to say. But Lee, reactive abuse is real, Lee. We can't help it. Oh, you can't help it, because this is how it happens. Let me paint this picture for you. Let me become Lee Picasso Hammock for you. Let me tell you why they call me the Picasso of narcissists. Let me paint this picture for you real quick. Imagine a setting where the narcissistic person is y'all at home, right? Kids in the bed, chilling, sleep, or whatever. They set you off. They just use their words to set you off. They keep saying stuff to you. They tell about how your abandonment issues or some kind of assault had to happen to you or whatever when you were younger. They do all of that stuff. They set you off. You start screaming, throwing things, hitting them. They got it all on camera too. Y'all got the Wise cameras in your house. I forgot the name of those. The blink cameras in your house. All of this is on camera. Screaming. They're sitting out there trying to defend themselves. And guess what? They called the police. And guess what happens? You get arrested. You have a criminal record now. You look like the aggressor now. You have to go to court to defend yourself now. You look like the abuser now. And they just sit there and chill. You have to control your reactions. But like, I've seen it in my comment section too. Reactive abuse got me a criminal record because they couldn't control their reactions. They start throwing stuff, hitting the other person, and they either got caught on camera or bruises, or there were witnesses. So again, reactive abuse can ruin your life. And narcissistic people can and absolutely will use it against you. Like I said, you have to get control of your reactions. You have to meditate. Like I said, if you're gonna have to deal with this person, especially when you're trying to co-parent with them. If you're trying to co-parent with them and the drop-offs and stuff like that, they're gonna try to trick you at the drop-off point. They're gonna try to do whatever it takes a lot of times to set you off on purpose, y'all. On absolute purpose, just to mess with you, because they like doing it. They like setting you off. They like trying to get these reactions out of you, because it makes them feel powerful. It just absolutely does. It makes them feel like they're in control. It makes them feel powerful, and it makes them feel like they are in charge of you. So it's absolutely 100% up to you to control your reactions. It just is. Because if they can get you to react, like, imagine losing custody of your kids because they said they picked on your childhood upbringing and you hit them. You reacted to them. They said something about they cheated on you, and they came home. You start beating on them, and they got you on camera. Imagine losing custody of your kids because of some reactive abuse. Because it absolutely can and will happen. Because you like the abuse. They don't care if you got cheated on. The court don't care if you got cheated on. You put your hands on them. You put your hands on them. You can't control your emotions. You can't control your reactions. Guess what? Straight to not jail, but yeah, you might go to jail. Like I said, you have to control your reactions, because if you don't, on the other side of not controlling your reactions is absolutely You know what I mean? You're gonna lose. This is loss, you know. But how do we control our reactions? Meditate. Get away from the person. You know what I mean? Breathe. Take deep breaths. Because even if you like take deep breaths and you don't react loudly, if you start crying, that is also a reaction. I can't control these tears. They like the tears. I'm just telling you, the tears fuel narcissistic people. They might even get madder when you start crying, or they might try to go take you to the bedroom and clap the crying out of you. You know what I mean? They might try to clap the crying cheeks. Like, like when I say they will, they absolutely will. Ooh, you're crying. Ooh, you're so hot when you cry. Let's go. I'm crying. You just talked to me. Let's go right now. And that trauma cheek clapping bonds you to this person even more. But y'all, let me hop off this thing, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all, because as much as y'all learn from me, I promise you, I'll learn even more from y'all. And also, live in-person meet and greet, Durham, North Carolina, July 23rd, 2022. Me, Ben Taylor, Lisa Sonny, Carrie McAvoy, and Bree at Abuse is Abuse. We're all going to be there. Meet and greet, Durham, North Carolina, Honeysuckle at Lakewood. Come through, come say hey. Meet and greet, so just is cool. You can meet some other survivors, make some friends. Support system. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mental Illness is out. Peace.